Please open the door for Superhead.
That's the Ooh Baby I Like Your instrumental plays.
Oh.
Now Super Freak.
Huh? I know, Karrine. Get out of the way, Tristan. Move.
Stop trying to be next in line, Tristan.
Exactly. Hi, sweetheart.
Beautiful.
It's nice to see you. Yeah, right there. Okay, so I am so glad that you made this your first stop on your book tour. How bouncing and behaving is your hair? It looks fabulous.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it looks really nice.
Thank you. It's really good hair.
Goose, you never turn on the microphone, so we always miss the first few minutes of what anybody says. Goose, you never
Fix
do
her
this.
mic. Put the mic near her lips.
Every single interview or anybody who walks in the studio, you always have all the mics off, including when Nicole was just talking. Can we please turn the microphones on? It's not funny. You just missed the entire entrance, and I'm not repeating. All right, so anyway.
Goose, you got it.
I'm just saying, Goose, because you do that all the time. The cover of your book, the new book, Vixen Diaries, is absolutely disgustingly sexy.
Oh, thank you.
Fantastic.
Thank you. I wanted to go for a mod Hollywood.
You look like a real slut.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. That was what I was going for, like the 60s, actress.
You're doing it.
I'm sitting on an open toilet, choking myself with the telephone cord.
Oh, so it is a toilet.
Yeah, it's an open toilet. That's kind of what I think of Hollywood. It's like it's all
okay.
It's all garbage and makeup.
How
and
long?
wig.
How long did you keep the hair?
I have that balled up in a plastic bag. So we actually took this picture about a year and a half ago.
Really?
Yeah, we took it when the first book had just come out.
Yeah.
Really. And I just saved it, and I knew, but when I took it and I saw it, I'm like, this is my next book cover, whatever the book is.
I love it.
It could have been Tweedledee meets Mary Poppins. It would have been that cover.
Now, you look really nice today, really scrubbed and fresh. Doesn't she look nice?
Yeah.
Thank you.
But now let's get into this book. I have not read it. There was only one copy in the office. I gave it to Charlemagne, who read almost the whole... You finished it over the weekend?
I finished it.
Okay, and he thinks it is disappointment.
I thought it was boring. The last 3 chapters are the best.
That's where you exposed that Method Man is Papa.
Ah, damn. Yeah, I did. But finally.
Well, no, there are a lot of listeners who actually, I would say about 10 who called last week, who've gotten a copy of the book and already started the reading. Mm-hmm. Now that you've turned Method Man's house upside down, what's your relationship like with him?
I don't have one, which is why it was easy for me to do that, because I had to let that go. And to be honest with you, I mean, this is a business, and I remember kind of getting the phone call like, honey, you got to put something in here. Because my life itself is just not the way it was.
Okay, freeze.
And so
you had to put something in this second book.
In the second book.
Okay, from your editor, you were like, you got to juice it up, Karrine.
You got to do something.
Okay.
We know that you're in the PTA now, and you're, at home, and you're about to get married, but you're going to have to throw somebody under the bus. And so I chose him.
I'm glad. That's your dude. That was your dude.
Shut up. No, it's not. It's business.
It's business. It's not personal. It's completely business.
Yeah.
It was either that or this book wouldn't have come out. And so it was one of those.
Oh, with the sacrificial lamb.
Yeah, and it was really hard for me though. It didn't even.
Wow.
It didn't take me. I didn't do it right away. It took me a while to decide because it was hard for me. But him and I haven't spoken in almost like a year and a half, maybe 2 years now.
What did he say? And that's off the heels of
Content
the first
courtesy of
book coming out.
WBLS.com.
Now, that thing that me and him went through, where he tried to accuse me of something regarding his wife. See, this totally takes the focus off me and puts it off on his entire household, because you've turned it upside down with that first book.
Right.
And even though he could have denied to his wife that he was Papa, everybody else, including me, was saying, oh, Method Man's Papa, Method Man's Papa. Right. Did he call you up and want to choke you out?
No, I saw him in the last chapter, which is to him. It tells you when we saw each other again. Once on an airplane on our way to New York, and then once at a hotel in Los Angeles, and we talked. And he was like, just please leave me out of it. My house is going through all this turmoil. But if you remember from the first book, this is a man who has 2 kids outside of his marriage with another woman. Right. My offense is really lesser compared to what else is really going on. I couldn't hold on to that anymore, though. Like, I had to let it go. Like, it's over.
So Papa in the first book was, out of all of the people that you've slept with, dimed out, people who you haven't talked about, but you revered him. Back up and let everybody know who maybe didn't read the first book, who now wants to get the first and the second book based on this interview. Who was Method Man to you when you were trying to convey him in the first book?
He was the one guy who never left. No matter what I did, no matter how many fights we got into, no matter what happened, who I was with, me bugging out on myself, he was like, listen, You're going to be fine. You're going to get it together. You need to change your life. He was that guy, that constant on the phone, in my face, get it together, and helped me when I was homeless, when I didn't have any money. He would send me money. He made sure I got a car. Like, he made sure we was okay.
Yeah.
And right before I got this book deal, he was the one pretty much supporting my household, you know, because he knew what I was about to do. And he was like, I know you're about to do this book. You're about to hit it big. You're about to really make it. Let me just help you in the meantime. He was all of that to me. And
so you throw him under the bus?
Exactly. Wait, I'm looking at you crazy now.
Yeah, no, it was tough. But then what happened is once we broke down, once it all fell apart, it fell apart kind of ugly. You know what I mean? Because it was just like, it was one of those things where, like, okay, and I didn't want to do it, but it was kind of like, it was really business. It really was. And people had already started guessing and knowing already. His family they already know. It's not new to her. So it was like, you know what, I have to, it was one of those things where either you do something or this deal is over and we're not putting out the book.
And the something is do something more exciting. Now, was he supporting your household during the Bobby Brown months? Because you were with Bobby for a moment.
Yeah, but Bobby was in my life about 6 months, and Bobby kind of chipped in also there. But Bobby was under restraints because he had Whitney's money and she would cut him off at times.
Oh.
So whenever Bobby could chip in, he would. But Meth was just the guy who was always there. But we fought a lot. Like, he used to kick me out of rooms, and I threw champagne on him one time, and he tossed me out. Like, we used to fight like cats and dogs.
Did you ever get pregnant by him?
Yeah.
And you had a daughter?
No.
Okay, that you didn't have a child, and the child's not being raised out in Staten Island.
No.
Okay. But you got pregnant by him, and you went to get an abortion.
Right.
Now, did you get the abortion on your own, or did he support?
I never told him until it was over.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then what did he say?
Nothing. Thank you.
Okay. He said thank you.
Yeah.
Now, how many abortions have you had?
I don't know. How many have you had?
I've had 2. One early in my relationship with my husband when he was, a condom broke, and one by a rapper that everybody you'll see unfold. And I didn't tell the rapper. I just took my own money and went and got it done. Yeah. I'm counting 2. One with my son's father in the very beginning. One with
content courtesy of WBLS.com.
And then there was 3. And then there was one with some guy that lived in Inglewood who was signed to death row for a minute.
Oh,
yeah, but he was like one of those ghetto cuties that he could have been something. He's so cute, so tall, but he just is a bum because he's just a bum by trade.
Yeah.
So
now, regarding your video of Bobby Brown laying on your couch, what kind of backlash did you get about that?
From who? Nobody.
Bobby?
The thing is, I wanted Bobby to leave me alone because at that point I had kicked Bobby out of my house in October. And October passed. He showed up at my house in June. Yeah. Like, I'm drunk, and he has no car or nothing. So when he shows up at 4 a.m.
How does Bobby smell?
Like a distillery. He smells like. I'm really being honest. I'm not even trying to be funny.
Yes.
Bob smells like someone who drinks a lot. You know, people that drink a lot, it comes out of their pores even when they're not drinking.
Now, I saw your son walk in the same room.
Yeah, he was like tiptoeing out of the room.
So your son is like 12 years old.
No, he's 9.
9. Mm-hmm. Same difference though. I mean, they know. Like, does he know his mom is the Superhead? Does he know that Bobby Brown is a bum living on his mom's couch?
No, he's really 9, and he hangs with like all white kids in the burbs, and he's really sheltered because we live in LA too, which is already jaded.
Yeah.
So there are kids in the PTA, kids' parents in the PTA. Like, I saw this one guy, he's on like General Hospital or something, and he like choked out his wife and was on the news at one point.
Gotcha.
So it's like they didn't even know who I am in my neighborhood. I'm just a black girl that lives. Who are you? You know.
And you live well, or are you being supported by like? Are you still with Bill Maher? Is he giving you money?
No.
She's in love with Bill though.
I'm in love with Bill. I'll love Bill forever. But Bill's not the right person for me at this point in stage, because when you're with Bill, this is what happened. When I was with Bill, like, him and I had books on the bestsellers list, you know what I mean, together, but people just thought I was like a hooker.
Yes.
Because he always dates hookers and people like that, you know what I mean? So they didn't know I was like an intellectual with a book, with a whole thing. They were like, who's this girl? She must be a stripper.
Yes.
You know?
So he never passed you around? Like, he never passed you around his homies?
No, he loved me severely, almost too much.
Wow.
To hear you tell it.
Ask him. He told Liz Smith at Page 6. He'll tell anybody. He loved me. Still does. We talk every day. We go out often. Where he's the homie.
So now, what is this about you being engaged? Now let me see your ring. It's beautiful. Yeah, is it Lil Wayne?
I can't say who it is.
Oh, come on.
I can't say who it is.
Give us a special announcement.
A special announcement. There's 3 rings here.
Yes.
And I had them designed out of sapphire and diamonds.
Sapphire and diamonds.
Yeah.
Those are beautiful.
And so it's a whole entire set.
Yes.
And
when are you getting married?
It's supposed to be New Year's Eve.
And will it be a big wedding?
No.
Content courtesy of WBLS.com.
Possibly.
Wayne's not in the book at all, neither.
No, Wayne's not in the book at all.
Wow.
Wayne isn't remotely girly to you?
Girly.
That relationship with him, baby, isn't
I
remotely.
love it.
You do?
I love.
She used to hang out with Johnny Gill and Eddie Murphy.
Yeah,
you think Baby
for
and Wayne?
goodness. You used to hang out with
No,
Method Man,
they
for
have.
goodness
Woo! They have.
Oh.
Wow.
We'll revisit
Let's
that.
just say I just hope he was the bottom because whoever.
Have you ever heard about this relationship?
She's writing. Yes.
And you know that's love. Now this right here,
I have to say this.
this is love.
But can I be honest about that? Really?
Oh.
Honestly about. Okay. Do you want to talk about it on air?
Wait, not yet. I
Okay.
just want to go back to
Right.
your wedding.
So I don't know. Okay, what let me tell you what really happened.
Okay.
I've been with Wayne for 8 months. Okay, love him. But I just thought that it wasn't going to go anywhere because he's Little Wayne. He's on the tour bus 5 days out of the week, and I'm really like at my home all the time. I'm picking up my son from school, dropping him off. I'm in the grocery store. I'm at and so I started a relationship with someone I've known for 8 years, and then we got engaged. And then, upon me telling Wayne about this person, Wayne steps up and says, "Wait a minute, I love you, and I can do all the things he's doing."
Look at you, Superhead.
A drug.
So,
Come on. Everybody's in love with you.
Well,
I mean, you're a pretty girl. I'm sure your professional game is great. But,
and I'm sweet. But listen, so
Whatever.
Wayne tells Vibe magazine in the November issue while he's on the cover about how much he loves Karrine. See, I didn't know any of this until Vibe called me and was like, "Did you know that Wayne said these things about you?" And I had no idea. So when they read me the quotes, I was like, why didn't he tell me that this is how he felt? And so then I had to do their December issue and rebut what he said and tell them how I felt about him.
And what did you say? I love him.
I love him. I adore him.
And what did your fiance say?
What the is going on here?
And so then what did you guys do?
We stay together, and he knows that he feels like he loves me more and he loves me better.
Everybody wants the Superhead.
Everybody wants Karrine.
No, I'm looking at your lips. You're not wearing any lipstick. I'm still looking for herpes.
Never had it. Never will have it.
How did you get away with that?
Because I'm not with people who have things on their and condoms are really important, especially the ones that taste good. They have condoms that taste good.
Okay.
They taste good.
So out of 100% of professionals, what percentage of you uses the condom?
Well, I'm not a professional. I'm not a professional.
Oh, well.
Of all, honestly, for people that you may or may not know that well, it's a good idea to use flavored condoms.